Hi there, savewith.crypto here. Okay, so I woke up this morning at some unearthly hour and decided that I wanted to make the smaller account worth $2,000, which meant I needed $1,656 approximately to make it so that the whole thing was worth $2,000. And the idea was I was going to go over to Kucoin and deposit some USDT in there, and then buy some ZoidPay with that using a limit order. So there was a bit of faffing around because I had to take the USDT out of the ByBit account and not to whitelist the new address, all that thing, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you've done it many times before. But yeah, so eventually what I did was I moved that money over. I did use the Tron network because that's normally cheap. It actually costs $2. I think the Arbitrum one is cheaper, but at the moment deposits on Kucoin via Arbitrum aren't available, so I had to use Tron. So it's actually a TRC20 address that he used. Anyway, so that's what I did. Now, it is worth noting with Kucoin that when you put money into there, it goes into like the main account. So you can see here you transfer from the main account to the trading account, and I just moved all the USDT across there. So I set the limit order at $0.606, and it took a while. It kind of half filled for ages, and then eventually it sort of finished. But it took about like an hour or so to fill. So be patient if you are buying ZoidPay in that way. And then if you've got ZoidPay in your trading account, then like I have here, you'll want to move that out to MultiversX, whatever wallet you're using. In this case, I'm using the DeFi wallet, so that's where I need to go. But first of all, you need to transfer it to the main account, I believe. So yeah, it says transfer all that, confirm. Okay. So then I go to the main account. Okay, and then I can do withdraw. Luckily, that is the network we're using. And they charge you 3 ZoidPay for that, so 18 cents, which is pretty cool, isn't it? So I just need to put the wallet address in there that I'm going to get from the MultiversX wallet. So you can just copy that from here. Then the amount is all. Looks good. So there are a few various things you need. Okay, so that's that done. Save the address for future use. Yeah, okay. Now, if you do want to use Kucoin and you haven't got an account already, please do use my referral link. That's savewithcrypto.org/Kucoin. Obviously, I didn't when I set mine up. Obviously, I was quite naive at the time and didn't realise if you don't use someone's referral link then you don't get anything. So I didn't get any bonus, nothing. But you will get all this if you use my link, I believe. So please do use it. Now, the question is, has that gone? I've got nothing in there, so so I would assume so. Let's have a look at the wallet. It's a little bit scary. Where's it gone? Oh, okay. Right, so here it is. ZoidPay, 29,054. Cool. Excellent. Okay. Now I just need to decide what I'm going to do with it. Okay, so before we go any further, let's just have a look at the expenditure so far. Now this is going back to when I started off the $2,000 challenge back in January 2022. And then I bought 10 e-gold, which cost me a stunning $2,000. And later on that month, I also added 2 e-gold into the what was the MyR app then on the staking to provide like money for fees and stuff. And I think by then, them 2 e-gold probably cost me about $300 for the 2. So that was like $2,300 spent. And then today, I spent $1,700 on ZoidPay. So that means the total expenditure for me as of today is $4,000. However, if you wanted to actually recreate this right now, today, it would cost you $2,000. Okay, so ideally, what I'd like to see is what the whole thing's worth, get back to, well, initially 2,300, and then after that 4,000 would be good. I'm probably not going to get to 1 million like I thought I was once, but let's go for 4,000, and that would be good for me, and for anyone doing something similar today, that would double their money. So that's kind of realistically what I'm looking at over the next year or so. So how am I going to proportion the money? Okay, well, I think what the majority of the money needs to be in the ZoidPay staking for now, so that I've got liquid assets that I can use to create LP tokens, because this is never going to earn quite as much as what the XMEX is coming out of this farm, while the interest is really quite high. So that means there'll always be XMEX over, which means the actual size of the XMEX stash, therefore the energy, should keep on increasing, which means the meta bonding will increase. So that means we'll get more of these ESDT tokens over time. Now, obviously, this will all change if the prices of everything go bad or go good even. Now, that's just a risk I'm going to take, and you don't have to take it. This is my idea, not yours. If you want to get some inspiration from it, that's fine, but none of this is financial advice. And, my track record so far with this is not very good. But there again, I wasn't envisaging, 18 months of bear market. So that's where we are now. This might be a good time to get started, in my opinion, but, that is your decision. So you do you, I'll do me. I think what the thing to do is to definitely have the ZoidPay side of it quite strong. The eGold, you can actually withdraw, like do a claim anytime you like. There's no kind of minimum on that. So I'm basically just going to leave that as it is for the time being, because the percentage it earns is about 8 or 9%. It's not huge, but it will be enough to pay the fees if we get stuck, So I think what would make sense for now is if I use this XMEX here, it's $86 worth, and then converted sort of $86 worth of ZoidPay into eGold, so I could make some more liquidity. So I'll do that right now. So let's just have a look. So the ZoidPay here. Okay, so I think about 1,500 ZoidPay should do that. Yeah, $91, that'll do. Okay, let's swap that. Okay, that's done. So liquidity, MEX and eGold. So we're actually going to use XMEX because you can. And add liquidity. Okay, so that increased the liquidity, that's fine. The only thing is this APR dropped down here because there's not now enough energy for that amount of liquidity to get the boost. So it says here I need to increase it by 53.4 billion. Now, I think that's about $150. So yeah, maybe I should convert a bit of ZoidPay into MEX and then lock it for 4 years. And then I should have enough energy, shouldn't I? Yeah, sorry this isn't as well thought out as it could be, but I guess if I do it and you decide you want to do it, then you can see where I went wrong and what I did. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to convert about $200 worth of ZoidPay into XMEX. Okay, so let's go to swap. So I'm going from ZoidPay to MEX. Right, so I've got that amount. Okay, so it looks like about 3,000 ZoidPay should do the trick. So let's do that. Let's convert that. Okay, and then I want to lock it, don't I? So I can go to my XMEX over here, and this will increase the energy. So that's using 32.1 million MEX. I'll lock it for 4 years. Okay, so let's have a look at the farms now. Right, so I've got a green rocket there now. It still says, in order to maximise your bonus APR, you must add 7.3 billion energy. Well, look, for the moment, I'm happy with the green rocket there, so I'll leave it at that. Okay, that's actually pushed me up into the next league. So that's quite good. So at this point, I should probably update my energy, shouldn't I? So my farm is still worth the same amount. In the locked tokens, I've got this lot here, which are worth $180. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to leave this like it is now until Friday, and then write down some figures then, and then take it from there. Now, the only other thing I want to do now is to just stake the rest of the ZoidPay in this in the shopping pool, and of course I'm going to use my own one because it's the best. So that's Save with Crypto YouTube, I've called it, and I'm just going to go stake more here. So I just go for maximum and stake. Okay, so previously I had 1,000 staked, which was worth $60. Okay, so that's that done now. And you can see here there's now 25,554 staked there, which is equivalent of $1,538. Okay, cool. Okay, so the majority of the money is actually in here, isn't it? And you can see here that what happens here is when you do a new stake, you get it staked at 17%. Now I think that's until that NFT runs out, which is, that one's got a couple of months left, so that's it until then. And then I think what happens, it drops down to 14, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, there are things in the pipeline to make this kind of stuff all better for the stakers as well. But the idea here, of course, is the earned ZoidPay will claim that every Friday, and then use that to increase the size of the liquidity in the eGold Mex farm. And that's it, really. Okay, so sorry that was a bit disjointed, but in a way I'm just kind of thinking out loud really on video, and obviously if anyone's got any good ideas or can see obvious things where I'm doing stuff wrong or leaving money on the table somehow, then please do comment, and while you're down there, give the video a like, and make sure you're subscribed and you've got the notifications set on all, and above all, tell your friends.